In my free time, I like to ride our bikes on the bike trail. My husband and I started riding just a few years ago, and we love it. When I was first told that I needed a cochlear implant, the first thing I thought about was, how am I going to ride my bike? How am I going to ride my bike with that on my head? And I really worried about it. I used to spend time thinking how I was going to manipulate my helmet, and knowing that's not a good thing to do. So finally, when I got the cochlear implant and we were going to ride our bikes, I looked at my helmet, I unscrewed the back of it, put it on, screwed it back on, and it worked fine. All that worry, all those thoughts for absolutely nothing. The quality of my life has changed tremendously since I've been implanted. Before the implant, I was losing my hearing a lot, and during that time I was standing behind my husband's shoulder during conversations with people. Dinner tables, I'd sit in the corner or any place out of the group because I was having so much trouble understanding what was being spoken. I also would inappropriately answer questions because I didn't understand what was going on. It was very hard, but since then I'm back in the group, I'm back in life, and I'm so happy. Before the implant, I couldn't understand my husband's whispers. And you know, sometimes there are times when a husband and wife want to communicate something and it's kind of private and you don't want everyone else to hear, and he couldn't do that. I couldn't hear him, and that was hard. I couldn't understand him in the car when we were driving. Richard has been my ears for a long time, and he still is to some extent. But since the implant, our relationship has gotten a little more personal. This summer is going to be special. We're going to spend 6 weeks in Europe, and we often go to a little town in northern Italy, and when we drive from France or Germany into northern Italy, we would drive by Innsbruck, Austria. And I found out that the cochlear implant manufacturing company is, their home office is there. So we thought we would kind of stop by and say thank you.
Well, we've been to Europe a number of times, and we found with this year, when we found out that the MED-EL headquarters was in Innsbruck, that instead of driving through and that we wanted to stop, thank the people at MED-EL for the technology that they've used to give Gene hearing. And so this year, Innsbruck became a destination for us. What I enjoyed most about the tour today was learning about the technology and the skills that it took from the individuals to create a cochlear implant, and that how it's worked in our life to give Gene hearing back and has made our life so much more fulfilled.
Oh, it was really exciting to go through the plant because I was able to meet the person that made my implant. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that by looking at my implant you would be able to find out who made it, and I was able to meet the person that made my implant and thank him. That was exciting.
The cochlear implant has affected Gene's quality of life. We've been able to go from almost no hearing and what that brings to a relationship and how it makes it difficult, but the technology has given her from 10% to about 80% hearing, where she's been able to go back into the classroom, teach students, and have a wonderful career. And it's been so meaningful for our relationship. It's been a great thing in our life.